What do you mean?
And the YouTube streaming thing, it had me look. It says custom thumbnail. It had that thumbnail.
Oh, but you can't this way?
No. All right, and we are live
on YouTube. We're going to be live on Instagram soon.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to try this microphone?
Oh yeah.
Will it work?
Well, we don't know if it's going to work. So let's wait till somebody comes on, and then we're going to ask them about the microphone.
Yeah.
Because I would have hated if they just came on and they couldn't hear us at all.
Will this plug in with the case in there?
We're live.
And we're live.
On Instagram.
And YouTube's.
That's right.
Like a better framing.
Yeah, definitely.
Here,
hold on. Let's do. There we go.
There you go.
Is that a good frame?
Yeah, that's good.
I think, did we make this joke like a year ago, 2 years ago? Whenever we were streaming before, didn't we do the same thing?
We did that
joke. Now that I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, I think we did that.
We did that for an old video with Josh and Andrew where we talked about Farmville.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like,
Farmville sucks cock?
Yeah, so go back on our Half Asleep channel and watch Farmville.
They're on the Half Asleep.
Sucks cock. Farmville sucks cock.
Farmville sucks big cock. See that?
Put it behind the computer.
Well, and we can't read the comments. That's my concern.
Maybe you lift it up. Lift it up real high. I don't know what this is. And we're live.
Yeah, you can't see it on there, right? You can't see it on there.
No. And we're live. Your head blocks this shiny spot too.
Sweet.
Not on this one.
I'll stay like this the entire time. On what?
On the YouTube.
Oh, not on YouTube, yeah.
Here you go, that's good. And we're live.
Well, wait, didn't we shoot it up towards the ceiling last time?
Yeah. Just get rid of that shiny spot, though.
Do you think it was too dark last time?
No, it wasn't too dark.
Oh. This thing's about to fall off. It seems like.
And we're live. Welcome.
Does that work? Are we too dark?
I don't think so.
Oh, my computer.
And we're live.
What's this?
It's a screw for the light.
The light might come falling down on our heads.
So we've got some Facebook updates. What is even going on with this Facebook ban? I'm just giving a precap of what we're going to talk about.
A precap?
Yeah.
Everything else that happened before this?
No, a cap of what we talked about.
What is this?
That's to go on a weight bench.
Oh.
But you can also beat the shit out of somebody with it. Could you imagine just like fucking
Especially that one little part right there.
Yeah, man, that'll go in your skull.
Yeah. You think it would go in your skull the first time? Or do you think it'd take a couple cracks?
I don't know, man. You want to try it?
Dinosaur.
Then you hear the whole audience. If we had a live audience, you hear the audience go, boo.
Nah, because we'd have an applaud now sign.
I wrote down, I forgot to share this with you. I put 3 topics here. Public perception shifting around lockdown. And then I want to do a public service announcement to not flush anything down the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just talk about the Facebook ban.
Cool.
That's probably an hour worth of content. Looks like we've got a viewer.
Hey, Fat Sawalski.
All right. We are live.
He's been following us for the Facebook ban.
Dude, that Facebook ban is, you're not going to believe the updates we have.
Well, they are this time. Yeah, they are surprising. I'd say. Last time you said you're not going to believe it, I was like, no, totally, you're going to believe it. It's not that.
What is that?
Whoa, what the fuck? iPhone storage full? That doesn't matter, does it?
I don't think so.
Oh,
what did he say?
shit.
What did he say?
Huh?
What did he say? I need
Shalom, y'all.
to be updated.
I need to be updated on the band, man.
Well, stick
why am I
around
getting
because
emails?
we have some updates to provide.
Hell yeah.
It is insane.
I'm going to see if I can make all of that go away with my Do Not Disturb. Sweet. Okay. Nothing's going to pop up and disturb us now. Perfect.
Before we get started, do you want to tell us what sound? We got this microphone. I don't know if it sounds better with the microphone plugged in. Tell me if you think this sounds better.
Oh, I don't think it's going to work. I'll have to take off my whole case.
I asked you that shit.
You did? When?
Yeah. Before we started. Whatever. Yeah. Just fuck it. Plug the microphone.
Did I say something? Did I respond to you?
I don't remember.
I don't remember you asking the question.
Oh, did you ever log into this thing?
Oh, shit. I don't think I did.
Whatever. Are we fuzzy? How's the connection? Because we got 3 devices streaming right now on the...
3?
Yeah, we got this one, and the TV.
Oh, okay.
In the other room.
What happened if I change it? He said 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10?
Fuzzy. All right. Well, you want to try to change that, or what do you think?
I could just change it right here. I don't know what would...
Oh, because nobody's watching up there. Yeah, okay.
Although it might be better if I changed it right here because we have more viewers here, so it would be dedicated to this device if you plugged it into that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand by.
Let's see if I can do it without stopping.
I think it stopped right now.
Well, it'll pause, but I without totally stopping it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without having to cancel and restart.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I put my setting? Okay. I moved stuff around just recently. No, it's connected. Verizon MiFi.
Oh, it is?
It chose to connect, yeah.
Okay, so 6 out of 10.
All right, it is connected. Got 6 out of 10. Hey, Spencer, what's up? He said dedicated to your mom's device. All right. We're live, and that noise you hear in the background is just water being poured down the toilet. So the Facebook ban, some updates. First, a recap of what happened. We posted up this picture of, what do you call it? We posted a picture related to a topic we were talking about on one of the podcasts. And the picture was of children doing the Bellamy salute to the American flag in a classroom in like 1941. Is that what it was? Do you know?
1941 or 42.
1941 or 42. They were doing the Bellamy salute. The Bellamy salute, look it up, looks very similar to a German salute from around the same time. So once we got into the war, they stopped doing the Bellamy salute to the Pledge of Allegiance, and they started doing the old cross your heart or hope to die, whatever it was. I don't remember. I thought it was this. Is this not I Pledge of Allegiance?
No. Who does this? I don't know what. No,
I think this is like Boy Scouts.
No,
right?
this is swearing.
Swearing on. But you got to put your hand on there too.
Uninformed. So this is swearing on the Bible. The Boy Scouts did this with 3 fingers on their eyebrow.
Oh, really? 3 fingers on the eyebrow?
Yeah.
So yeah, that picture, Josh posted that picture in response, as a follow-up to what we had talked about. So that because
one of the reasons that I posted it was because we weren't sure if it was actually true. I had just heard about that night. And so we were like, well, I don't know if that's true or not. And then I looked it up after the podcast and found out it's true as shit.
Yeah.
All right. We got a, what's going on?
American Slacker podcast.
We were talking about some crazy shit that's going down. We have been banned from Facebook erroneously. It's bullshit. Yeah. It's fucked up, and we're not going to stand for it. All right? what happened is we were talking about the Bellamy salute that they used to use for the Pledge of Allegiance, which
in America.
Yep.
Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag.
Which looks very similar to the salute they did back in World War II in Germany.
Yeah. That the Axis used.
Yeah.
Oh no, that sucks. Yeah, it does suck. This is some bullshit.
We do have to get Zuckerberg on the phone.
Yeah, we
somebody
get
get fucking Zuckerberg up in here.
There's no number anywhere. But the update.
It's very hard to get a response from Facebook.
So we went ahead and we did contest it. We said, what is it? Is it contest?
We contested the fucking shit out of it.
It's it took them a while to review it, but they did review it and they agreed with us. You read.
I think they agreed to that today. And this has been weeks.
Today?
Yeah, today I got the response that they said, "We're sorry we messed up. Your picture is back on."
Yeah.
And then as soon as it went back on, it got flagged again.
Yeah.
And so now it looks like we're making repeated. We're fucking up repeatedly. They do the same hand gesture in Mexico, the equivalent of putting your hand over your heart. I've not heard of the Mexican salute.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I heard.
We gotta look that shit up.
Now we have to look that shit up.
We need to get into the finding more out about the Bellamy salute.
Yeah. Somebody is at. I think it is. I think somebody's after us. I think it's the deep state. I think it's the reptilians.
Really?
I think it's aliens. No, I think it was.
I think it's the thing where all the computers come together.
It's AI. It's the singularity.
Yeah, the singularity has happened, and it hates us.
Yeah. The one thing. It's like a salute. The first time I saw it, I was like, WTF.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I know.
I bet. Seeing a bunch of just Mexicans.
All these Mexican Nazis. Right? Supposedly that the Romans did that one too. But it was just the reason I posted it.
From what I read on Wikipedia, that was not actually true.
Okay.
That it's like a common misconception that it was a Roman thing to do.
Mm-hmm. What do you say? Yang was right about the robots are coming for us.
Yeah. So what's happening, it seems, is that they've got a program in place that looks for pictures that have shit like that, and they see that shit, and then boom, takes it away. It's a program, it's a computer, it's automated, it just happens. But then they get somebody to review it if you contest it, which we did. And so somebody reviewed it a week later. No, 10 days later.
Yeah.
Because May 3rd was when it was first banned. So 10 days later, somebody looks at it and it's like, oh, no, these guys are just like, trying to say what this thing is and point out that this happened in America. And then immediately after he says, okay, you can post it. So he reposts it for us just automatically. Then bam, the computer comes back in. It's like, boom, that's down again. Look, these guys reposted the same picture. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah, and now it looks like we're repeatedly being naughty. Yeah. Is there a Facebook nunnery? I don't know what that means, nunnery.
Like a place where nuns are, like an abbey, like a get thee to a nunnery.
I don't get it.
I don't get the meaning behind it, but full of bitches flagging y'all. Oh.
I know, dude. What really sucks is not having a person to explain the situation.
Yeah,
makes it tough to fix misunderstandings. True.
Yeah.
Because when we initially got banned, I looked up how to contest it, and it was the results were like, "Good luck, guys."
Yeah.
But
the best thing I think to do is just continue to talk about it, contest it when we can. Mm-hmm. But Josh is making the point that we should go ahead and take it down for now.
I want to take it down.
It is threatening to ban us as individuals from Facebook.
Both. So I'm the one who posted on a group page, on a page that we both share, and Andrew's being punished for this fucking shit.
Yeah, which I understand. They're like, oh well, he's a part of this group, but imagine it as a larger group. That's what I was thinking about, like People Garden. We're all admins.
And People Garden is what?
Yeah, People Garden is an improv troupe I'm a part of, and so we're all admins in People Garden. So that's 13 people. Maybe 14.
It is a fucking garden.
I always forget. It's too many members for me to remember the amount. But they, so it's a big group of admins. So if one person in People Garden posted some fucked up shit, we could all get banned from Facebook.
Which is fucking fucked up,
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just they just have an algorithm set up that needs work.
So
that's the thing for me. We still need to talk about it because
there are two issues too. That's a separate issue of its own. The other issue is, why can't you post a historical photo of, even if it was Nazis? Why can't you post a historical photo showing Nazis?
Oh, you gave us a love. Love you too, American
Slacker.
American Slacker podcast.
I wonder if it's for the dog.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys want to see some dog teeth?
She doesn't like
She
that.
doesn't like it. I'm sorry, little dinosaur. Yeah, why can't you post Nazi salutes if it's in a historical context? Even if it's not in a historical context. What if it's like, look, there's some neo-Nazis out there and they're dangerous. Check them out. Why can't you post that?
Or what if, like, would you be allowed to post that, my grandfather was a Nazi?
Yeah. What does that say? Can you read it?
My personal Insta handle got banned for managing followers on the podcast account.
Managing followers on the podcast account? You understand that?
No, I don't understand. What really happened? Well, what are the details? So his personal Instagram.
Do you want to request control? You don't have to. If you want to come on and talk about it.
Yeah. So how do we?
I think they have to request to be on it.
Oh, okay. I thought we sent a request before.
No, I don't think so.
This says, go live with him if he wants to.
Okay, yeah, you can.
But if he wants to, let us know. You can come and talk about it if you want to.
Yeah.
But so we think we're going to take it down so that we don't lose Facebook altogether.
Because it is just like it's an error. It's a tech error.
I do want to keep talking about it though. I'm fine with taking it down, but I do want to continue to talk.
Here you go.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right. Joining us, American Slacker podcast.
So his regular Insta.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Flip this way to match.
Nice. So what happened?
So I was using a podcast account, and I have my personal Instagram account as well. And I'm following like abandoned accounts that we were following with our podcast. Apparently got me flagged, and they kicked me out from my personal Instagram handle, which I don't understand because I wasn't even using that.
For following banned accounts or abandoned?
Basically abandoned. It was just like accounts that we had followed a while back, and no one seemed to be active on them. They hadn't posted in a year, so we were cleaning up the people we were following, with the account.
Oh.
And unfollowing too many of them, I guess. They were like, "Oh, you must be using an outside app."
Oh.
Like, no, not at all. I was actually using their own like little within the app thing.
So it made it look like
the 50 people that you don't follow, least interact with.
Yeah. Did you get a decision to contest it?
Yeah, I mean, every time I like a picture with that account, it says this action is blocked, and the only thing it says is you can tell us. I click that, and it says, I'm banned for a weekend. It's not the first time it's happened. It's happened a couple times.
Yeah, we can't find anything for Facebook either. Any kind of information of somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that sucks with these technical banning things. It's like you really end up going to contest like all of it too. You're at the mercy of like the robots.
Yeah. So where's your do you mainly podcast from Instagram?
No, we're on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple, all that kind of stuff. We also have been getting our YouTube channel up and running more, so we have a bunch of our interviews and regular episodes up on there as well.
Cool. What's the core of your podcast?
We do interviews with people from all walks of life. Anyone who has an interesting story to tell, like directors, to musicians, to people just traveling around the world. And then we also have like a topical show where we discuss, weird headlines, play games, that kind of stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to check it out. Why are you called American Slacker? Where does the slacker come from?
What's that?
Why are you called American Slacker?
Well, it was a name that we came up with a while back. I mean, slacker can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, I guess. It can mean that you're underestimated and you're just trying to, show them otherwise.
Yeah.
It can mean like to kick back every so often, but it doesn't mean that you don't work hard, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
What's your name?
So I feel you guys on the banning thing, though, and I hope it gets healed soon for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for sympathizing with us.
Yeah, thanks for letting me drop in your stream here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for doing it. What's your name?
I'm Jesse, by the way.
Jesse? Okay. I'm Andrew.
Joshua.
Nice to meet you guys. Yeah, we'll collab soon. So.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Thanks for dropping by. All
Who else?
right.
Prog Notes joined.
What's going on, Prog Notes?
Sideways.
We're just talking about some bullshit.
Sweet.
We are sideways, but if you think about it, your phone is kind of like the Earth. Up and down are just relative to the way that you hold it. And is it flat? I don't know if it might be flat. I don't know.
Your phone's flat.
Your phone is flat. Is the Earth
Well,
flat?
but it's rounded on the edges.
Who knows? I don't know. What do you think about? Like, obviously, okay. Here's what I think
About
about
what?
people saying that Earth is flat.
Oh, Earth is flat. Okay.
I think it's the purpose of that is just to make people like question what we're told.
Well, whose purpose?
I don't know, but I don't know. That's the gist I get from it. Let's frame this up a little bit.
You don't think a
like,
lot of people? You don't think a lot of the people that are now like a part of it like actually believe it?
maybe I think a huge chunk of people are just fucking around.
Yeah.
But I get this sense that the general gist of the whole thing is it could be flat. Fuck no. Because here's the thing. When I first heard there were people who thought the Earth was flat, my reaction was, those people are fucking stupid as shit, man. And that's what most people think, But the thing is, maybe we should question more things, That's something that we've been told forever, that the Earth was round. And if you were to question that, that you can't question that,
Yeah. I mean, so now that you're mentioning that too, I mean, that's what happened whenever it came out with the Earth being round,
I heard that wasn't true.
Or maybe not the Earth.
I heard that
the Earth not being the center of the.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking of Galileo.
Yeah, the Earth.
They executed that guy.
Yeah, for saying the Earth is not the center of the galaxy.
Yeah. But that's one of those things too that I think is an interest from a perspective I heard talking about the split between the church and science. Is that so? Yeah, them wanting to persecute him for that. Did you guys read up on the UFOs? Oh man, we didn't.
Okay, well, I heard that they were likely geese.
The UFOs?
Yeah, they could have been.
Like, how many? There was at least a lot of videos, right? You think they were all geese?
No, well, okay. This is from one source on YouTube. This dude, his name is Thunderfoot.
I think I've read the geese theory.
And he posts science, but I mean, all we know is that they're not identical. Oh, I saw a UFO today. You aren't gonna believe this crazy shit. I saw a UF motherfucking O today.
Unidentified flying motherfucking object.
Yeah, man.
UFMFO.
Was it aliens? We may never know.
Where did you see it?
I think I was on 400. I might have been on 85 South. It was around Lenox Mall.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'll tell you what it looked like. It looked like a bunch of balloons with something tethered to the bottom of it, like floating away.
That sounds like identify a flying object.
I did not identify it. I'm just saying it looked like a bunch of balloons.
With something tethered to it.
Yeah.
Floating away, yeah.
Was it aliens?
Maybe it's an alien craft powered by balloons.
Or maybe it's an alien craft that looks like a bunch of balloons.
I just watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, I still need to see that motherfucking movie.
I saw a guy from the Vampire Diaries at Linux Mall one time.
The Vampire Diaries? I don't even know what that is. Some piece of shit
show.
TV show, I guess.
I've never seen it, but yeah, it's a show.
Nice.
Yeah, I just watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's on like Netflix or something.
Yeah,
or maybe it's on Amazon.
It's regularly been the free movie on a lot of.
It's been on like I remember when I was a kid seeing it like on the TV channel.
That was one of those that I've always like been like, yeah, I need to watch that.
I don't know. I was like, man, that sounds stupid. And I'm like, no, maybe. And then like the more it's been around, it's been so persistently like pops up occasionally in my life. That I'm like, why not watch it? Like it's probably a bad like campy horror movie. It'd be fun to like take a look at.
Yeah,
and it was silly. It was but I think it definitely could. Well, it was a stupid thing to say. I think it could have been better. I think a B movie could have been better. Now, like, there's something about it. Spoiler alert: the clowns are aliens.
Wait, they have to be aliens.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay.
But spoiler alert anyway, because I'm going to talk about some of the movie. So there's this dude that I don't know. It's about clowns come on down, and the main characters are like this chick and this dude. Hey, what's up, Uncle Goo? There's a chick and a dude, and then there's a cop that's the chick's ex-boyfriend. The dude is the girl's current boyfriend. And so they're out like on the mountain, making out, getting ready to fuck, and then some alien shit happens. So they go into the forest to see what fell down from the sky, and it's a circus tent. They go inside like, whoa, this is a crazy, spooky circus. Turns out it's a fucking alien ship with clown shit. And there's cotton candy, and the cotton candy isn't regular cotton candy. It's a big old bag of human guts. So, it's like Cocoon. I guess they cocoon the people up. I haven't seen that either.
I actually have seen the beginning of Cocoon because that's one of those also that looks like so iconic, like one of those.
I don't think that was as much of a B movie, was it?
No, I don't think so.
But anyways, the main thing is that the clowns come. So the main people are the guy and the girl, and then the girl's ex-boyfriend. But there's a cop, another guy that is so fucking funny. Wish I could remember who the actor is. I don't know if he's actually done anything, but he was really fucking funny. He's like the head cop, or maybe he's not the police chief, but he's pretty high up there. And he's always giving the main cop like shit about, and he hates all the kids in town because it's a university town. So it's college town, all these college kids. He's always talking about them being fucking freaks. And like, we gotta fucking discipline these kids. We need to throw them in the damn jail. Like, he hates the kids, and he just
hates kids.
Whenever he hears about these clowns, he's like, oh yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Then the entire town starts calling in about these clowns. He's like, oh, go fucking hang yourself. Like, hang up the phone, like just fed up with it, thinks everybody's trying to fuck with him. What I thought the problem was with that is that they killed him. I think he should have been the fucking hero of the movie. If you watch it, like, he really should have been the hero. Just the guy didn't believe it. I think the clown should have shown up, and he should have still not believed it. He didn't believe it at first when the clown was standing there staring him in the face. And these clowns don't look like regular clowns. They were weird and fucked up looking. But he didn't believe it at all. I thought somebody was fucking with him.
Send in the clowns.
And I totally think that they should have. I think he should have been the hero. Just by not believing, just being upset, just accidentally doing the right thing every time. Accidentally killing this clown, accidentally killing that clown, locking them all up, and just coming up with some accidental solution. I think it would have been a better movie then.
Are you going to see Scoob, the new Scooby Doo movie?
You got a new Scooby Doo movie?
Yeah, it's coming straight to.
Are they finally using a real dog?
No, it's CGI, like every movie now.
All CGI now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am kind of excited to know the origin of Scooby and Shaggy's relationship.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because that's something that has not been revealed up to this point.
What are they hinting in the
in the trailer.
Yeah.
Did they like meet each other?
So it's an origin story?
It's an origin of how Scooby and Shaggy get together.
What's it called?
Scoob.
Oh, it is called Scoob.
Yeah, it's called Scoob.
Cool.
I've never really been into Scooby Doo, really.
I watched the cartoon whenever I was a kid.
Yeah, I watched it. It was never really one of my favorite.
Oh, really?
That was one of those that like I like to pretend like I liked.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, Scooby Doo. That's a cool cartoon.
I liked it,
but I never really got into it. I like the video game on Super Nintendo.
I never played that. That sounds like it would have been fun.
Yeah,
but yeah, I always liked Scooby Doo. I liked the different like monsters and shit, and just Shaggy and Scooby.
Was that a Hanna-Barbera cartoon?
I don't know. And what's her name was hot? Was it Velma?
Velma.
Or the other one?
That's the one that all the women dress up like.
Wait, is it Velma they dress up like?
Yeah, they dress up like Velma and like
Daffy.
go on their knees,
Daffy.
like pretend like.
Oh yeah.
Looking for their glasses.
Man, there was the improv troupe that not this past Halloween, but the one before that. They all, I guess it was Richard Kickers, which Richard Kickers like an open improv thing.
I used to rather watch What's New Scooby Doo
when they were young kids. I never knew that was a thing.
What about the Scooby and Scrappy with the
Oh, I liked Scrappy too. I forgot about Scrappy. I liked him
with the guy. What's his name? They were superheroes and had like long hair. They were like caveman superheroes.
I have no clue.
You know what we're talking about? Caveman superheroes. Let us know in the comments if you know about caveman superheroes.
But yeah, this improv group showed up to Richard Kickers. It's like an open improv jam, and they were all like the members of Scooby Doo, the Scooby Doo mystery team, and they had pretty damn good costumes.
Really?
Yeah. I was definitely jealous. That was pretty cool.
Fuck Scrappy. He doesn't like Scrappy. Captain Caveman was the shit.
Captain Caveman. That's what it is. I don't know if I ever watched that. Doesn't sound familiar.
Yep, Captain Caveman. I wonder if it has to do with where you were or your age or what. Like, okay, so I was born in 1990 and you were born when?
1987.
87. So those could make a difference.
Yeah, that could. Especially I moved to Germany in 95 or 6.
And that could make a huge difference being in Germany, where all they show is Nazi propaganda on TV 24/7.
Yeah, just the old Scooby Doo. Now, I remember like in Germany, you can't like I don't know what you can't do.
They've got strict laws.
They got strict laws about reminding people that they used to be Nazis,
which is
or trying
weird.
to be a Nazi again or whatever.
Like Sabaton, the band Sabaton, they do a lot of songs about World War II, and any song that they have where they mention Nazis are banned in Germany.
Ah,
what was Germany like as a kid? Well, you were on a military base, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I mean, we went places and stuff. It was cool. And like I would walk to. Did I walk to school? Yeah, I think I walked to school. Oh yeah, it was super close because it was a military base. So I guess I spent most of my time on a military base. But I, met people and stuff. My sister dated a German guy. He went to the military base because I think maybe one of his parents worked at the PX or something like that.
What is PX?
Post exchange. I think that's what it means.
Is that like a military thing?
It's just a military, I think a store, just where you buy regular shit. And they have deep discounts because I think you also don't pay taxes. Maybe it's tax free.
Yeah.
Like on a military base. But yeah, Germany was cool. I was just talking the other day about going to Fantasia Land. It was a theme park in Germany.
Was it based on the Disney movie?
I don't think so. It was PH Fantasia. And it was just, one ride I remember was one that was just in the dark and like things would light up as you were going along. That was the first like in the dark roller coaster I ever went on. I think, it might be the only one. I never did Space Mountain.
Did you have to speak German and shit when you were there?
I learned some. We had like a German culture class, but I didn't have to speak German because I was always on the base.
Yeah, but like at the
That's
theme
it.
park, you had to speak to people. and
Nah,
shit.
like they all know English.
Oh, okay.
Like I mean, not all of them clearly, but the majority of them do. It's all taught in their schools.
Okay. Yeah, so that's different because when I was just in Mexico a little while ago, most of the people did not speak English.
Yeah, well, it's not part of their program. Like,
Yeah.
I think majority of like European schools in that certain section, all of them have the ability to speak English because I think it's just a part of school. You
They
learn
should
English.
teach Mexicans to speak English, don't you think?
I mean, if Mexico as a country wants to do that,
Yeah,
I don't know what their.
as a country, why wouldn't they want to teach people how to speak the language of the?
I don't know how
right next to
organized their public education is.
What is that? Some slam on Mexico and their public education system?
Me not knowing? No.
But
That's me not knowing.
the implication.
I mean,
Is
I've never
that-
heard anything about it. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything other than I haven't paid any attention to how Mexico educates kids. But I do know, and I have heard a lot about how Europe educates their kids.
I know this woman who said that she was going to Mexico to be a special education teacher in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she was American. I don't know if she what her Spanish was like, but
Hmm.
she was just some American girl.
Doesn't have to be that good, I imagine. She's working special education.
You're a peeing on your balls. Yeah, with that little ass dick. And then, dude, I just heard a similar joke to that.
Really?
Hilary Duff was. Hilary Duff told a joke about when you're in the kitchen, you're American. When you're in the bathroom,
European.
yeah. If you like our content, check out Hilary Duff. That's a suggested. And Miranda.
Oh, what?
What?
Suggested and Miranda?
You know the Hilary Duff TV show?
No.
Okay, whatever.
I never watched it.
Yeah, there's somebody on there. Her friend was named Miranda.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like the public perception on the whole lockdown thing is shifting, don't you?
I mean, well, I don't know because I feel like it is, but I think that like most of the podcasts lately, just the past couple of days, I've been listening to a lot of like Joe Rogan, going back through his guests.
Mhm.
Just I'm not listening to any of the comedians. I'm just going to like
That's
all the
Raven.
different like scientists and shit like that
Uh-huh.
because I want to hear what they were saying on his podcast. And so, if that's public perception, it seems like it's shifting. But that's all Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And I think Joe Rogan is.
But I mean, that's a good. This one source,
Yeah. But I mean,
because he was one of the ones early on that was like.
I haven't
like,
heard any of that. I didn't get that far back. I don't think.
But yeah, I mean, like when this shit was about to happen, he was the one that was like kind of making me nervous.
That's
Just-
so Rogan.
Yeah, because like I didn't think
That's so
anything.
Rogan.
That's what he should have named his podcast. But supposedly the numbers in Georgia are not going up since the lockdown ended.
Well, there's more numbers being added.
yeah, but
But-
it's not exponential like it was earlier.
Yeah, correct. It's leveling out on the curve. But that is one thing. So, okay. It did look more like it was going down before. But it's all because, they finally stuck in their little line that says everything after this point we don't have clear data on yet. So it's like a 7-day window for deaths, I think, and it's a 14-day window for cases. So we are seeing that though it looks like it's going down, once the window moves, it's more like staying at the same spot.
Yeah. But I thought there was going to be a spike after everybody got out there and shit again.
Well, that's something we're still not in that realm. When did we get out?
So you're saying the data is so far behind?
Because it's
that we're-
14 for cases, 14
Okay.
days for cases,
Yeah.
2 weeks, and then 1 week for death.
It was like 2 weeks ago, I think, wasn't it?
Was it?
2 weeks ago? I think so.
I think it was about that.
Yeah. But yeah, the governor just released something today saying like cases are lower than they were early April or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, but they're also like it's also is a day-to-day thing. There are days whenever it's higher. There are days whenever it's way lower.
Yeah.
So it is.
I heard
Yeah.
that the whole idea of locking everyone down came from a 14-year-old's science fair project and was enacted by the Bush administration.
By the Bush administration?
Yeah, they were the ones to implement that idea first, or consider that first, locking everyone.
Okay, so it never happened.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but there's what I heard is there was never any science that indicates that locking down is any better than just regular distancing.
So you're telling me that you are putting down the credibility of a 14-year-old? Are you an ageist? Maybe this 14-year-old identified as like a 60-year-old scientist with 40 years of experience.
I would like to take this moment to publicly redact my statement. That was ageist. It was racist. And it's not okay. And I'll have you know, I am a feminist. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up for some public service, treating retarded kids.
And so,
let's say a lot goes into those. A lot goes into those projects.
As a son of a science teacher, a lot goes into those projects. Think of the children. Yeah, I got a prize at a science fair whenever I was in like 6th grade.
I never did a science fair,
or maybe it was 7th. I don't know. I had a teacher, Miss Fuentes, and I liked her. She was a good teacher, I guess. I don't know, but I just did one of those the battery cell thing. Like, how do you get the battery charged? I don't remember what I did. I just put things together and it turned on. Like, and so I won the county. That's the thing, man. I tied first for the county thing, but that's what they said. They gave me like a ribbon. Oh, you got first, but all the money went to the person that I tied with.
What?
Yeah, and so, but they told me that I tied. It's like, what the fuck? So we both tie, but he gets everything. It's like, it sounds like I got second.
Yeah,
but they still fucking sent me off to the state competition. And I think I got like 5th or 6th. I didn't get anything out of that. So I didn't get any money. But that dude, he took all the money from the county. I was like, man, why didn't you just tell me I got 2nd? Tied for 1st. That's that trophy generation shit, probably, you think?
Yeah. They were afraid to tell you that you lost.
Well, I got 2nd. They still let me go on to the next thing to say, yeah, you got, I don't know. Maybe they wanted more people to go on. So they're like, let's have 2 first place and 2 second place. What do we do about the money? Let's just all give it to this one guy.
Why would you just split it?
I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. I got nothing out of it. But it was a stupid, easy project anyway. That's one of the reasons I did it. It was so easy to do. Just charge up a battery somehow.
So I want to take this time to give out a public service announcement. If you guys don't have the toilet paper and you decide to use something else, even a flushable wipe, don't flush it down the toilet. It's not flushable, okay? I've seen those flushable wipes cause tens of $1,000s worth of damages, okay? Nothing besides toilet paper goes down the toilet, all right?
Feel free to use my career. That's flushable.
My hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
My will to live.
Our Facebook pages.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of the corona thing, look at this. Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, so this is like some wipes that I've had for years now. We got
years?
Yeah, I'm sure years. At least over a year. We got this shit from Costco. It's Kirkland. Because we don't use this much because it has a strong odor to it. So we don't.
Oh, you don't use that one.
That, right?
You don't use this one often.
Yeah, you can smell it, right?
Yeah, I smell it.
It's very strong odor.
You don't like the smell of it.
Yeah, and it sticks around for a long time. So if you look on the side of this motherfucking shit, it says...
Are y'all still doing improv?
No.
No, not right now.
It says kills cold and flu virus.
Spencer made a suggestion.
What?
That's why everyone should get a bidet attachment. Say,
Yeah.
Safe toilet paper.
Okay, so it says, where can you see this? Kills cold and flu virus. Right here.
Yeah. It's backwards.
And then below, it says effective against common cold virus caused by coronavirus and common flu virus caused by influenza A Hong Kong. Read that.
Influenza A, Hong Kong. Oh, Hong Kong flu. That's what I heard them talking about that on Rogan.
The Hong Kong flu, I heard about that.
Weinstein.
Not on Rogan, but I heard that the Hong Kong flu, when was that around? It killed...
It was the 58, 60.
It was during the Vietnam War, and it killed more people than the Vietnam War.
I shoved a potato up my ass, so I'll never have to wipe it again.
You're going to have shit coming out of your ears.
Potato ears? Or no, it's eyes. I thought you were making a...
Yeah.
It's ear. Corn has ears.
Potatoes have eyes.
Got a bunch of eyes up his butthole. Hong Kong fluey.
Hong Kong fluey.
Yeah, the Hong Kong flu. It was Eric Weinstein talking about it. Said he had it whenever he was like 3 years old. He said this is like first memories of life. Is having a terrible, terrible Hong Kong flu.
Mm-hmm. But that's crazy, right? That the coronavirus is not like there's so many headlines and shit. You think it was like a new thing. I'm not saying that. A new thing.
I've heard a lot of news sources talk about how coronavirus is. Well, I mean, that's not true. I haven't heard like the big news sources in their big stories talking about how coronavirus is like, it's a type of coronavirus. It's not just but. It's definitely.
But the headlines definitely made you saw coronavirus.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the media craziness that surrounds this whole thing.
What?
There's like that there's so many headlines that said coronavirus. It's part of the crazy outrage media thing.
As opposed to saying COVID-19. As opposed to
I'm just saying you can spin a headline any way. For example, I posted that thing about Desi Arnaz Jr. will not be on our podcast, right?
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be a stupid joke, but it does go to show how I can present a headline that is 100% factual, but it kind of is misleading. Because the implication is that he was ever going to be on the podcast.
So what's the implication of a headline having the word coronavirus in it?
Because it's sensationalizes it and makes it seem like it's this new fucking shit, which it is, but I don't know how to. I'm having a hard time.
But how else would they talk about it? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what you mean by them using the word being that. Sensationalizing it.
I don't know.
Because how else? Whatever they use to identify it identifies it.
Yeah.
And I think whatever we use to identify it, it would still become this thing because of how much they talked about it.
Yeah.
And it's how they treat it.
Yeah. But hold on, what's he saying? Double think, double speak.
Oh.
So that's from 1984, right?
Yeah.
So 1984, I've never read that, but from what I understand about 1984, my understanding is that the government provides facts, and if they provide I think it's similar to what's going on in China. Although I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. What's going on, or what was going on in the book is what I think is that if the government said something, then it was true. If they got rid of a member of your family, then it was now the truth that person never existed. And you have to believe that. It's not like just you have to pretend like you believe. You have to actually believe it.
Yeah.
So they manufactured truth.
But how do they use what's doublespeak? How do they use doublespeak to manufacture truth?
I think doublespeak is it's not saying the same thing, is saying something but not saying it. I don't know. We'll have to do some research and make that a topic.
We'll have to do some research and make that a topic.
Double speak.
Double speak.
I know you are, but what
I
am
know you are, but what am
I? So the China thing. So everywhere I look, I see headlines about how China is super oppressive. They have, and I'm not saying they're not. They have like the Tiananmen Square where they massacred people.
Oh yeah.
They censor their citizens and shit. If somebody said something negative about the police, they'll interrogate them and torture them. And they're shitty to animals. They're disgusting. They spread disease. Their rockets are bullshit. Like every time they try to launch a rocket, it fails and just falls down and like blows up and some stupid shit. It almost feels like some kind of disinformation campaign.
I haven't been reading anything about China.
Where
are you reading about China?
I just like random headlines and shit. Like,
where do you see your headlines?
Mostly Reddit, but
so you're okay. I need to get into Reddit. I guess I don't know. I never really go on Reddit. Even like you sent me, I started looking at Cringetopia for a little bit, but then I never went back to it.
There's some good stuff on Reddit, but it tends to it can be an echo chamber. Like supposedly Reddit really liked what do you say? They never watched The Martian.
The Martian will need their help to I guess rescue Matt Damon from
the
Mars
Chinese
in the
help.
Future. Huh?
The Chinese helped all that. Well, the Russians have already had a space program.
I do remember he grew potatoes using his shit as fertilizer.
We were talking about potatoes earlier.
Yeah, going up Garrett's butt. Yeah, and that's right where his fertilizer is. Put the potatoes right where the fertilizer comes from, then you'll have potatoes coming out your ass.
But I'm not saying that there is a disinformation campaign against China. I always believe the thing that is the most in my face and just question that it could not be true. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It's a closed system.
You're saying you always...
I always believe like the status quo, like the Earth is round. I believe it.
You're saying you always hold some skepticism.
Yeah,
okay.
I hold skepticism, but I'm always going to say, well, okay, so my official stance is that the Earth is round and there is no disinformation campaign against China and shit. But I'm always like slightly skeptical. I don't, but there's percentages. So I'm pretty sure that that the stuff they say about China is true. I do believe it. But I do have a little bit of skepticism. I'm like, it just seems a little too perfect to be a disinformation campaign. You know what I mean? I read so much fucking shit about China being bullshit.
But maybe it's also because you're reading stuff about China being bullshit that you just keep seeing more stuff about China being bullshit. So maybe it's part of that algorithm shit that it shows you what you read. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think Facebook is bad about that. I don't think I see a lot of headlines on Reddit. They're just like random like subreddits and shit, and like headlines on like my Google.
Like they're headlines from actual papers that Reddit people are reposting?
Yeah.
Okay. Now maybe the Reddit people are just really obsessed with those headlines right now. I don't know.
For a while, and it's just different shit. It's anecdotal shit as well. Like people talk about like, Chinese people are horrible to animals. They'll spit on them and shit. Like if there's Chinese people at the zoo, they just spit on the animals.
That's like in news?
No, just anecdotal shit that people are talking about in the comments.
I
don't know, whatever. So you're not doing improv?
No, I'm not doing improv right now because of all that shit. The guy that leads it, he's got a little baby and he's got other kids, and I think his wife has like an autoimmune disorder, and I think his mom's she's pretty old, and he lives with all of them, so he doesn't want to come out for
So you think
risk of possibly bringing it home and
So do you think
hurting one
that's
of his family members.
specifically the reason why, or do you think that it would be kind of unfeasible to do improv?
No, we were meeting to we were still meeting every week and rehearsing. We didn't have a show, but
Wait,
we were
you've been meeting this whole time?
No, we were before that. We didn't have a show.
Yeah.
We didn't have like a theater. We were still meeting. So it's not that because we can't do shows that we're not going to meet. Mm-hmm. It's not about that. We'll still do. We know that eventually we'll be able to do shows.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would you have been doing meetings during the lockdown or during the stay-at-home?
Oh no, a lot of other people didn't want to do it as well. Like, so he did it for those reasons. Didn't want to do it for those reasons because of his family and all that, and he was concerned too about at the beginning the way people were responding. He wasn't concerned too much about the virus, but he was concerned with the response. And he's also a prepper, so he had he was ready and prepared for the apocalypse. But
that's a good thing to be ready for.
Yeah.
The thing about prepping though that I don't like, and the reason I'm not a prepper, is because I think that it's constantly thinking about something bad happening, and I think I think it is possible for you to attract bad stuff by thinking about it all the time, but that's a little like, I don't know the mechanism behind it, but I think there could be something there.
I'm sure that that's a way to look at it,
but also that if you are always thinking about bad stuff all the time, you're just going to have a negative feeling the whole time.
I think just because of the way he is, very positive, that there's definitely a different way to look at it. Yeah. I think it's more like, in a way, like more like, imagine like preparedness versus prepper.
Yeah.
It's a different connotation. Preparedness, like, oh, I'm Boy Scout, always prepared, always ready. Like fully prepared. I'm a well-rounded human being that knows how to do all these things. And just like having the stuff, like that's totally cool. Like just having firewood always, having an extra like backstock of food, like you have enough food for if anything were to happen, even like a hurricane or whatever. Or a tornado.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. But you see these doomsday preppers on the TV, and it's like they're always thinking about these worst case scenarios. And like, God, I don't even.
But I imagine it could also be like a fun game. Like, it depends on how you look at it. It could be a game like, like you're just building up your stores of things. Like the idea that you're collecting all these things. Yeah. It's like I knew somebody, her parents were like hikers. They hiked the Appalachian Trail. Yeah. The whole fucking thing in 6 months. And but they I saw their prep room, their hike room. It was a room that had like the whole course and had everything charted out and had like the amount of stuff they were going to have in their bags and how they were going to transition through everything. I was like, man, these people, they're prepped for that trail hike so deeply. And it must have been like fun and engaging for them to keep at it like that.
I would never hike the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, I've never been.
I would do a little bit of it.
Yeah, I couldn't go that long.
Not the whole thing.
I don't know. I feel like I would have to be like, something's happening in my life. Everything's falling apart. I need clarity. I'd have to get to like that point before I
How do you take 6 months off work?
Well, that's I guess the thing. Well, they were retired at that point, I think, as well.
So while you're not doing improv, I, as of Monday, have started doing jujitsu.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably the worst. Like, if you're talking about distancing, that's the worst thing that you could do, right?
Yeah, for the people that are doing it, yeah.
The
two people fighting,
yeah.
For watching, you can stay 6 feet apart while watching it.
Yeah,
for sure.
They took our temperature before they let us enter the gym.
Yeah.
Yep, and made us sign a waiver. I feel fine about it. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be okay. I think people are getting restless also. Yeah. I think that's a big thing that is shifting public perception right now. People are just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this shit. I heard somebody say, you know what? 4th of July comes, everybody's going to forget about it.
They'll all be up there doing the Bellamy salute, singing the national anthem.
I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy.
I'm hoping we get back to doing improv. Some of us want to, some of us don't. It's a divided group.
So same thing with jiu-jitsu. The people who did show up were all like more hardcore type people, though.
Yeah.
So I think what might come out of this is the kind of like evolution, where the weaker ones die off, where the people who stay in the gym are like the more hardcore ones, and it becomes a more hardcore environment of fighters. Yeah.
Maybe you turn into a bunch of murderers. Too much testosterone without anything to balance it out.
Yeah. Tearing each other apart.
You all get the berserker rage at the same time.
The berserker rage. That's a thing that Vikings got. Supposedly it was from eating mushrooms. They would eat
those Amascaria ones?
Yeah, those Amanita muscara ones.
Oh, yeah.
Freak out.
Oh!
There you go.
That's the end of it.
I mean, that's pretty much. I had one more thing, but I can't remember what it was.
I gotta go pee. Okay. We can come back on and just conclude real fast.
Okay. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. Still streaming on YouTube. I'm a real live nephew to my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July, with my Yankee Doodle sweetheart. Oh, so early in the morn. I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy. Dinosaur, won't you blow your horn?
I want to share a video.
You want to share a video of what?
I don't know why I got this. I can't show it.
Just put it like there, get closer.
No, I don't want to.
I'm a Yankee Doodle Standus. I'm a real live nephew to my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July.
Is anybody watching it?
No. With my Yankee Doodle sweetheart.
You think Facebook would notice that picture if we turned it into like a moving GIF? Or if we did some kind of like edit on it where we cross-hatched it with something?
I don't know. Want to experiment and get banned again?
Or cut it up into pieces? All right. Anything you got in mind to say
I'm just
about
going
it?
to say, all right, that'll be it for tonight.
All right. That'll be.
I thought of a more...
We're still live.
Okay.
You thought of a what?
A more offensive salute. I'll do it off air.
What is it? Or off that air too?
Yeah, off all airs. All right.
We're back.
And gone.
Goodbye.
Join us next time. What kind of exciting topics will we discuss next week?
Go ahead, throw some at us if you got any ideas that you want us to discuss.
And remember, if you just want to drop by for 2 seconds and then just leave, that's fine too. We don't care. No pressure to stick around.
Nope, none at all.
Join us next time for the next tantalizing episode of Television for the Smart. Tarded. And that goes for you too. YouTube.
That's a